It all began with victory. The French and Indian War was over, and Britain and her colonies stood together, united and proud. But beneath the surface, trouble was brewing. Welcome to Unit 3, The American Revolution, a journey into one of the most dramatic chapters in history. King George III faced a mountain of debt, and decided the colonies should pay the price. New taxes, new laws, new anger. Week 9, Road to Revolution. During this week, students will discover how paying off the massive debt from the French and Indian War became King George III's top priority. They will explore how the taxes and laws passed by Parliament, and the colonists' fiery reactions, slowly shut the door on peaceful compromise and set the colonies on a path toward revolution. Week 10, American Revolution Part 1. Students will dive into the birth of a nation, studying the Declaration of Independence and the first battles of the war. They will discover how ordinary people united to fight for freedom against the most powerful empire in the world. Week 11, American Revolution Part 2. Students will examine the final stages of the war, including key battles, political decisions, and hardships that led to victory, and the creation of a new country. Words turned to protests. Protests turned to boycotts. And soon, there was no turning back. In this unit, students will uncover the key events that lit the spark of revolution, meet the ordinary people who became heroes, and debate some of the biggest questions. Big ideas and essential questions. How did the outcome of the French and Indian War change the relationship between Great Britain and the American colonies? Why did King George III and Parliament believe the American colonies should help pay off the war debt, and how did the colonists react? What were the key events and decisions that led the American colonies to consider revolution as their only option? And finally, how did the colonists organize and prepare for the fight for independence against one of the most powerful armies in the world? Student performance task. Students will step into the shoes of colonists and bring the road to revolution to life through a 3-part project. Persuasive letter. Write as a colonial leader to King George III, sharing grievances and proposing solutions. Cause and effect chart. Partner up to trace key British actions and colonial reactions leading to revolution. Mock debate. Take sides, Britain or the colonies, and argue whether the colonies should pay the war debt. This project challenges students to think critically, argue persuasively, and experience the drama of history. Unit 3, The American Revolution, comes to an end.